Port Huron man accused of shooting 3 of his kids and killing one of them was arraigned today. Welcome to CBS News Detroit at 5. I'm Terrence Friday.
I'm Shayna Humphreys. You saw it as breaking news last Thursday when police responded to the Glenview Gardens apartments after reports of gunshots. CBS News Detroit's Jack Springate joins us live from the Port Huron District Courthouse with an update.
Well, Shayna, 44-year-old Jeffrey Smear appeared in court today via Zoom, where he learned that he's being charged with homicide, 2 counts of assault with intent to murder, 2 more counts of first-degree child abuse, and 5 different gun charges. This video, filmed moments after police arrived to arrest Smear, he appeared in court Tuesday via Zoom to hear those charges, half of which carry max sentences of life in prison. He's accused of murdering his 17-year-old son. He's also accused of shooting his 12-year-old daughter, who families say is now paralyzed from the neck down, and his 13-year-old son, who is now in stable condition, according to police. We've previously reported he was out on bond for an unrelated indecent exposure charge when the shooting happened. The severity of the charges, coupled with the fact he was out on bond for another crime when this all happened, were big factors in the judge's decision to deny bond in this case.
He's got a criminal record. As was stated on the record, he was awaiting sentencing on indecent exposure. He's now being held without bond. There's also, the court also looks at the history of court appearances. It's been
Huron family facing an unimaginable tragedy after a father is accused of fatally shooting his teenage son.
Port Huron community coming together to pray for a family torn apart after a father was arrested Thursday, accused of shooting his own children. 17-year-old Caleb Smear was killed in the shooting. His family says he was getting ready to graduate high school and start attending community college.
Caleb was Caleb. He loved to be on his own, loved playing his games. He loved Hot Wheels, classic cars, Legos.
13-year-old Bentley suffered facial fractures. 12-year-old Kinsley, who had a passion for sports like volleyball and basketball, is now paralyzed from the neck down.
We love you. Love you, parents.
At the vigil, family members held a FaceTime call with Kinsley from the hospital. They say the support from the community has been overwhelming.
I want to give all the praises and the honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Baruch HaKodash, and double honors to the elder apostles and the bishops of Great Millstone. Honors as well to you, brethren, you fellow believers of the truth. Shalom to the elect. Peace to the elect. So, real quick, I don't think I'm going to make this video very long. I just got a couple of basic scriptures lined up. Again, this video was come from this guy, Taylor House Publishing, and again, exposing things that are hidden in the media. And Esau seems like he blew away his children, man, you know. And you kind of, you know, in the truth, we understand it. But at the end of the day, this is sick behavior by Esau, man. And a lot of it is because he's losing patience, right? He doesn't have it. And he's probably lost his job. I don't know. But something happened. He was charged with indecent exposure to somebody else's child. So I don't know if the CERN has opened up, but it's a lot of weird stuff going on now, man. And this man just blew away, tried to kill all his children. Yeah, I mean, it's a couple of simple scriptures that clarify and back a lot of this up. Deuteronomy 30:7. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemy and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. Now, when they shoved us in those ghettos, you know, in those projects, in these horrible schools of concentration camps, how did we deal with that? We suffered trauma, man. The average Jake has anxiety, has depression, has post-traumatic stress. All of us do, really, man. And you're going to pay for that, man. But we understand that the Lord judged us. Well, now, your judgment. You know? The scripture says, 2 Corinthians, that everyone must be judged in their body. Right? And what happened to them, you know, the paraplegic now, that's all judgment. Everything is judgment. It's all from the Lord, man. Let's go to Amos. Amos 3 and 6. And this is just the beginning. It's going to get far worse than this. You know? Now, where's Trump talking about the face of evil when it comes to that? And this man could have been a Christian. I'm not sure. I need to know when Trump and all these hypocrites, well, we're not going to say Trump because we know, you know, the mindset of him anyway. But all those people that millions of views of that Jake supposedly stabbing the Russian woman. Where's the videos on the face of evil and anger? They hide these things out of the media. But if this had been a so-called black man that killed his family or 3 white children, yeah, it would have been a problem. Anyway, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city and the Lord have not done it? With a question mark? Yes. Yes, the Lord has done it. And this is why a lot of people drop in Christianity, because we're given a different perspective on the scriptures, right? And here's a precept. I form the light and create darkness. I bring prosperity and create calamity, which is peace and evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. You know? Just look at the precepts. You know, this tells you right here. When you listen to the history of the Bible, you don't see many times where the Lord was always nice, especially to the children of Israel. But, you know, you're going to get it, man. And this is just the beginning. And another thing I see is everybody says they're always praying. See, that's Christianity. And this is why we say Christianity is so phony. Because they don't do nothing the Lord say, but when they're in dramatic, when they're in trouble in a dramatic fashion, everybody's praying. Yeah. The Lord ain't listening to that, man. Right? Joel 3 and 2, I will also gather all nations and bring them down in the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and my heritage Israel. I'm just going through this. I'm thinking of scriptures as I go along. Whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land, which means not all Israelites going to look black, especially dark black. And they have cast lots for my people and given a boy for a harlot and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. Right? Yea, and what ye have to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? Because ye have taken my silver and gold and carried it away in your temples, my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have you sold to the Grecians, that you might remove them far from the border. Right? So, you know, all this time, you see the lynchings. I've done a couple of videos on the hangings and what they secretly do and hide it. But the Lord always have a counteraction. You see what I'm saying? Although Jake is wicked, the Lord judged them, but there's always a counteraction. See, it's like Esau, he's the only one gets to mourn correctly. He's the only one that gets to hate and pay vengeance. If somebody attack American soil, his mindset is, I'm going to protect this land by all costs. And if that means destroying a whole nation, dropping bombs on them, blowing them up, creating more nuclear missiles, destruction, right? They're allowed to say that they're the people of God and to make America great again. And then say, yeah, you know, that you are cursed because you have black skin. And then there's other people set themselves up to say they're the people of God and you must come under them. So you see that the hypocrisy, as Nahum 3 and 1 says, is all full of lies and robbery. The children also of Judah and the children of Judah you sold to the Grecians, that you might remove them far from their border. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither you have sold them. and will return your recompense upon your own head. Real quick, try to look up a word per day, I guess, in the video. Let's see what recompense says. Says make amends to someone for the loss of harm suffered. Compensate. Yeah, this is what's going to happen when the Lord, that's why I read Joel 3, when the Lord returns, right? And even before that, you know, that's why I read the book of Joel, the 3rd chapter, right? Behold, I raise them out of the place where ye have sold them, and return your recompense upon your own head. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hands of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people afar off, for the Lord has spoken it. So the Lord is going to sell them, you know, their children, right, to multitudes of Jake, right? And then we're going to have different business dealings. You know what I'm saying? And they got to get judged, right? So this is just a small example of Jacob's trouble, right? And how these people are going to act. And you got to ask yourself, if they will blow their own children away, what chance do you think you got? This is just one example. All Esau is going to start raising up like that, man. They're going to go back to their old self. You know what I'm saying? And if their children ain't with it, they're going to do away with them. But if they are with it, they're going to help, you know, they're going to collect them and help them kill Jake. Isaiah 14:21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers. See that? That they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities. So yeah, man, I just wanted to do a short video on that. Not very long today. The intro says it all. A few scriptures. That's all we need on this one. That's all I have on that. Shalom.